Sense of smell and olfactory science. Welcome to this week's Fragrant, I can't say it. Friday's Fragrant quiz. Why can't I say that? I'm going to call it something else. If you can think of another name, answers on a postcard, please. Question number 1. What is the term for the olfactory phenomenon where a person becomes desensitized to a particular scent after prolonged exposure? Have you got your pen and paper ready? Are you writing these down? Come on, you've got to do better than last week, I think, when somebody got like 1 out of 10. Some people got 3, not so bad. Question number 2. Researchers have discovered that humans can detect approximately how many distinct scents? Now, it doesn't have to be exact. It will be a ballpark figure. How many distinct scents humans detect? That's question 2. Question 3. Which animal's sense of smell is so advanced it can detect odours up to 5 miles away? Question number 4. If you've ever been on safari, you might know that one. Just a quick clue there. Question 4. What groundbreaking discovery did scientists make about the human olfactory receptors in the 21st century? This is really fascinating. Question 5. How did researchers demonstrate that humans can smell fear in a study involving sweat samples? Question 6. What is the term for the phenomenon where patients, I've experienced this, where patients experience phantom smells, often unpleasant, without any external odour source? The clue is in the question, actually. What's the phenomenon where patients experience phantom smells? Question 7. Which scent is scientifically proven to increase alertness and cognitive function, often used in aromatherapy? There's actually a couple of those, so I'll give you a bonus point if you get both. Question number 8. I bet you're on the edge of your seat. What unusual ability do newborn babies demonstrate related to their sense of smell? So what unusual ability do newborn babies have related to their sense of smell? Question 9. In what surprising way did a study find that the sense of smell affects body weight regulation? And finally, question 10. What recent discovery was made about the sense of smell in humans compared to dogs? So you can pause it now, rewind, go back if you need to. I hope you've written it down. I think I'm going to do a book. I think I might turn all of my questions into a book. How do you fancy that? And I won't put any of the answers in the book. Okay, so question number 1. What is a term for the olfactory phenomenon where a person becomes desensitized to a particular scent after prolonged exposure? I talk about this in my courses a lot, and it's like, why can't I smell that perfume that I sprayed on 10 minutes ago? It's gone, it's disappeared. Well, it's not. It's something called olfactory fatigue, or otherwise known as nose blindness. And this occurs when the sensory receptors in the nose adapt to a fragrance, making it less perceptible over time, despite continuous exposure. So basically, your nose brain is really clever. It's good at detecting things that are unfamiliar. So you might be like, oh my God, is that a gas leak? I've gone round to somebody's house and it smells like cat pee or curry. And after a while, depending on how strong the cat pee is, I've been there. Oh my God. Not in my house, but depending on the scent, Yeah, it will actually fade because your nose has gone, what's that smell? Ah, okay, well, it's not hurt me. So I'm going to switch off to that smell now and be open to detecting new smells. How clever is that? Question number 2. Researchers discovered that humans can detect how many distinct scents? They used to say it was about 10,000, which has been blown out of the water. Do you know what the answer is? Is it 1,000,000? Is it 1,000,000,000? No, it's over 1,000,000,000,000. Recent studies suggest that humans can distinguish over 1,000,000,000,000 different scents, far more than previously estimated, highlighting how our incredibly sensitive olfactory system is. Isn't it? Isn't it? Number 3. Which animal's sense of smell is so advanced it can detect odours up to 5 miles away? So if you are on safari, you might want to run. It's the African elephant. The African elephant possesses an extraordinarily keen sense of smell, enabling it to detect water sources and predators from miles away. Wow. Question 4. What groundbreaking discovery did scientists make about the human olfactory receptors in the early 21st century? This is fascinating. Humans have olfactory receptors not just in their nose, but also in their skin. Scientists have found that human skin contains olfactory receptors, really revealing that our sense of smell may be more complex and widespread than previously thought. And I read an article about this, actually, about that your skin can actually smell sandalwood. But it's not just about sandalwood then, is it? It's about all scents. Question 5. How did researchers demonstrate that humans can smell fear in a study involving sweat samples? Well, basically, they collected sweat from people in a state of fear. But then they exposed others to it and they observed psychological responses, physiological responses even. This study showed that humans can subconsciously detect fear through smell. So participants that were exposed to fear, sweat, exhibited signs of anxiety and heightened alertness themselves. My goodness me. I think I talked about this in another episode about mice. And when one of them is scared, the other ones prepare themselves for the pain of what's about to come because they can smell the anxiety and the fear in the other mice. It's, the sense of smell is just so incredible. That's why I love doing these quizzes. Question number 6. What is the term for the phenomenon where patients experience phantom smells? The clue was in that word there. Phantosmia, however you say it, is a disorder where individuals smell odours that aren't present. Some people often describe burning, foul or chemical-like fragrances indicating olfactory system issues. Who knew? Question number 7. Which scent is scientifically proven to increase alertness and cognitive function, often used in aromatherapy? If you gave the answer peppermint, you'd be right. But if you also gave the answer rosemary, you'd also be right. And both of those have been proven that they can significantly enhance cognitive performance, including memory, attention, and problem-solving skills. Rosemary has been used in studies with Alzheimer's patients, and it has been shown to improve cognitive function in Alzheimer's patients. But here's something interesting. If you listen to last week's podcast about violets, and we touched on the natural herb ginkgo biloba, or bilboa, however you say it in French. It's bilboa, whatever. Doesn't matter. Ginkgo. I just call it ginkgo. It's easier. This recent studies, I heard it on the radio the other day, people that take Viagra, men that take Viagra, are 18% less likely to develop Alzheimer's. So they use ginkgo for, ginkgo is said to have similar properties to Viagra. So if you don't want to take Viagra, get some ginkgo. That'll help with your cognitive function. I take it and I'm as sharp as a, what is it again? Sharp as a knife? Obviously not working that well. What unusual, question number 8, what unusual ability do newborn babies demonstrate related to their sense of smell? They can recognise their mother's scent within hours of birth, and this remarkable ability facilitates bonding and breastfeeding, illustrating the olfactory system's role in human behaviour and development from birth. Fascinating. Question number 9. In what surprising way did a study find that the sense of smell affects body weight regulation? It's found that mice with enhanced olfactory perception gained more weight on the same diet than normal mice. Who knew? This study suggests that a heightened sense of smell may increase fat storage, indicating a complex relationship between olfaction and metabolism. I wonder if they've done studies with people that have lost their sense of smell. Lots of people that affected people that had COVID, they experienced a temporary loss of the sense of smell, which really affects your eating because about 80 to 90% of taste actually comes from your sense of smell. It comes from smell. So I wonder if people that became anosmic temporarily lost weight. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? And the final question, number 10, what recent discovery was made about the sense of smell in humans compared to dogs? Now, they always say that dogs have a brilliant sense of smell, much more than humans, but you might be surprised that humans can outperform dogs in detecting certain odours. So contrary to popular belief, research showed that humans can be more sensitive than dogs to some specific smells, challenging assumptions about our own olfactory capabilities. The olfactory system, the sense of smell, is one of the most underestimated senses that we have as humans, and I will spend a whole episode regaling you with amazing, fascinating facts about the olfactory system. But for now, how many questions did you get in Friday's Fragrant quiz? Do let me know. I hope you did better than last time. I just want to tell you on this Friday that I am launching something brand new. And it's really exciting. And I actually came up with the idea when I was at the airport with my husband. And I said, I want to have an award-winning podcast. And he said, who's going to award it? Who's going to give you the award? Yourself? Just going to award yourself? And I went, yeah, why not? That's brilliant. So I'm going to start giving awards to people. So the first one, I'm going to announce it now, actually, just while we're on the subject of Friday's Fragrant quiz. So the awards are going to be called the St. Melly Awards. Did you get it? St. Melly. Saint Melly? Is it Saint Melly or is it St. Melly? Who knows? But the St. Melly Awards. And the very first inaugural St. Melly Award goes to Heather from H Makes Bags in Dubai. And if you've got some old clothes of, a baby or a loved one, you can turn it into a bag, a pillowcase, a cushion cover, or even a quilt. H Makes Bags on Instagram. And Heather wins this week's... Oh, they're not going to be weekly. They're going to be random. It's too much work for myself. But this time, the first St. Melly Award goes to Heather. And this award is called... God Loves a Trier, because she got 1 out of 10. in last week's for Friday's Fragrant quiz. So there you go. I'm going to be handing out random Scent Melly awards. You never know. You might get one day. Anyway, until next Friday's quiz, take care, stay fabulous. A biento.